Okay, everybody, we're hopping into 1.2. So we did 1.1 during class today. So we'll hop in there. And hopefully you watch the introduction ahead of time, get an idea of what to do when you're looking at these slides. So I'm gonna share my screen with you here. Okay, put myself up there. Okay, so 1.2 is about segments and length. So this is a definition that you want to write down. A segment is a portion of a line with two distinct endpoints. Okay, so that makes it different than a line, because a line, if we remember, will go on for infinity, continues on and on. But a segment, we get two distinct endpoints. Okay, so we're gonna let's look at this AB guy here for a second. So one endpoint in red here is A, one endpoint in red here is B. Okay, and how we name a segment is we have AB with a line above it. Now look at the line above it, right? It does not have an arrow. So if we had a line, okay, and we wanted to name a line AB, it would be line A, B, and then we'd put an arrow above it. Okay, so that's how a line would look. You can see this AB has no other line. Okay, so that would be naming line segment AB. So if we wanted to, now normally also people, we like to go in alphabetical order. Okay, just to help us all be on the same page. So for this segment, we would call this one C, D, and a little line above it. Okay, now you try this one. So this is one of those moments. Pause it, just real quickly, write in your notebook. You could even redraw this so you had an example that you could look back on, and then write this segment. Okay, the whole segment. How would you write the whole segment for this guy? Okay, so pause it, try it on your own, and then let's see if we got the same thing. And we're back. Okay, so for this one, if we want the whole segment, we're going to want to write it as segment RT. Okay, that would give us the whole segment. This whole bit here would be RT. Okay, now if we just wanted RS, we could write it as RS segment. Okay, or if we wanted ST, we could write it as ST as a segment. Okay, so it's important to know what you're talking about. RT is the whole segment. RS is a portion of it. ST is a portion of it. Okay, super important for that. All right, I'm going to clear this. We're going on, moving on. Sorry, my face is in the way there. So the measure of a segment is written as follows. AB is equal to 3.7 centimeters. So this is centimeters. So 1, 2, 3, and then this would be 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7. 3.7 for AB. Okay. DC is 1.25, so 1 1/4 inches. So 1 inch, and then inches are divided into, here's a quarter, here's a half, here's another quarter. So this is 1.25, 1.5, 1.75. So just be careful there. Do you notice that we don't use a segment symbol when writing length? Okay, so there's no segment symbol above these. We just say AB is this length, CD is this length. Now, sometimes I might do that, but just be aware that that's probably what your book does. Okay, now you try and find EF. We're in inches here. So what would EF be? Pause it, try it on your own. It might just take you 5 seconds, that's fine, or you can see it, eyeball it. And then let's do it together. Okay, so we know it's a full inch. This is 1.5 inches, so this is a quarter. What do we got here? What do you guys think? 16ths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So with inches, we're going to divide into 16ths here. Okay. So this would be half of them, so 8/16. So this would be 1 7/16 of an inch. Okay? That's what we're looking at there. Not too shabby. So hopefully you got the same thing. And if not, we can go over stuff like this. Okay, I think we're just going to do a couple more slides here. Okay, so now we could also use a number line to find the measure of each segment. So let's do this. So let's say BD is equal to, so here's B, okay, at -7. I'll do one on my own here, or one, and you can watch this and you can try the next one. And then D takes us to -1. So we're looking at how do we go from -7 to -1? We know that distance is -6. Okay, so BD would equal -6. And here we don't have a unit, so we can just leave it as -6. Hopefully these drawings are okay, guys. Not always great. Okay, now you try this one on your own. You're going from D to G. So what is the measurement of DG? Pause it. Give it a shot. And then let's, I'll go over it. Okay, so we know D is -1. And we know G is 8. So we're going from -1 here all the way out to 8. Okay, so you're looking for distance. So it has to travel one spot to go from -1 to 0. And then from 0 to 8 is 8. So it's going to travel 9. 9 distance. Another way you could have done that was to do 8 minus a -1. So 8 plus 1 also gives you 9. So that would also work. So for DG, you should get 9. Okay? Let's keep it rolling, guys. Feeling good. Feeling good. Okay, now you're going to want to write this down. Key concept, betweenness of points. Write this down in words. Maybe you even want to draw this picture, because this will come up a lot this year. We'll kind of just use this all the time. And there's other, I mean, and it's a concept that you'll use not always in this situation, but in others too. So point M, right here, is between points P and Q, if and only if. Okay, so that means only if these requirements are made. If P, Q, and M are collinear, so they need to be on the same line. Remember, that's what collinear means. So point M is between points P and Q if and only if these two conditions have to be met. P, Q, and M are on the same line, and PM plus MQ equals PQ. Okay, so PM, this segment here, PM plus MQ, okay, equals the whole line, PQ. Okay, so then we know M is between those 2 points. Both those conditions, if and only if, means these 2 conditions have to be met, okay? All right, let's try an example. And we can do more examples in class. Again, I'm not trying to make these videos super long, and I want you to take the time to try these ones, okay? Always, guys, always assume that the figure is not drawn to scale. And that is just what you always assume in geometry. I can't draw very well. The book's not always going to put things in scale, so always assume that, okay? Okay, so we want to find LM here. We know that LN, the whole length of the segment LN is equal to, okay, LM, sorry for these drawings, plus MN. Okay, so that's what we know. The whole length is equal to the 2 parts. So LN is equal to LM plus MN. Okay, and what that means is we could just put in what we know. We know LN is how many? 4. We don't know LM. That's what we're trying to find. Okay, we do not know that. We will leave it like that. And then we know MN is 2.6. okay? So how do we solve this little equation? We're gonna subtract 2.6 from both sides. And I know some of you might be able to see this right away. I still think it's a good habit to be able to get into writing out these equations because, you know, things will get more complicated. So 4 minus 2.6 is going to give us that LM is equal to, what is that, 1.4? And now make sure you include your unit, 1.4 centimeters. Okay, so that would be that problem. Whoa, went a little off the board there. Okay, you guys got that one? So that's me doing that one. Now let's erase. Let's scroll down. And you look at this one. Okay, we're trying to find TU. So pause it, try it. This is our last problem. Okay, last problem for today. Okay, so here I'll do it a little more quicker so you can just see how you did. So we know TV is equal to, sorry, that looks like a J. Maybe we could do a little erase. Yeah. Oh, look at that precision erasing by Mr. Turner. Where'd my pen go? Here's my pen. So we know TV is equal to TU plus UV. And we know TV, the whole length is 3 inches, which is equal to TU, which we don't know. That's what we want to find. Okay, plus we know UV is 1 3/8. So again, we're just going to subtract 1 3/8 from both sides. Okay. And then we get that TU is equal to 3 minus 1 3/8. So that's going to give us what's left, guys. We got to think about your fractions. 1 5/8. Okay, and that would be TU. Give that answer a little box, a nicer box than my last one. Yowza. And that's it. Now we're going to have more examples and other problems that we go over together in class. But I just wanted us to start with a couple examples, get a couple ideas of the concepts in. So hopefully that's what you needed. And thank you for listening. Hope you're having a great evening. Got any questions? Shoot me an email, and we'll see you later. Thank you all.